What does success look like to you, Bert?
It's funny, your dad and I had this conversation, several years ago. Money, probably not. It's helpful. I think a family that is cohesive and following Jesus is probably my biggest definition of success.
Courtney?
What is my definition of success?
What does success look like to you?
Success looks like to me the ability to see something that wasn't, that I thought about could be, and now is.
Okay. Are there different levels of success?
Yes, I believe there's different levels of success depending on the priorities I have for myself. Success when I was 20 looks different than the success I define when I'm 44. So success was surviving a day with 3 kids under the age of 5 when I was 28. That was success. Today, success to me looks like creating an environment where people want to work in a business that I love and they feel validated and important. And that day, compared to the day with the 3 kids, are starkly different, but both successful.
So yeah, it's different, and it also depends on your definition of success, but choosing a different definition of success, freedom. I think a level of success is when, so I'm a physical therapist and I treat patients for a living and I work on a schedule. If there was some way that I could still make my income, have my family trust Jesus, and have more freedom to do the things that I enjoy, that might be a different level of success.
Ava, can success be measured through small changes in your day-to-day life or only through big and dramatic changes?
I would say both, not only through big and dramatic changes, but I believe that success can be achieved by little steps taken in everyday life, such as steps to make yourself better through dieting or like eating habits or being more financially smart with the money that you're earning, but also through big changes like a change in job or other things like that can lead to success.
Can success be measured?
Yeah, I think it absolutely can. And again, it depends on your definition. Some days success is merely getting out of the bed and getting to work and getting your job done and coming home and, having a successful night with your kids or family or whatever. I think that's it. I think it's kind of a loaded question in the sense of it definitely can be measured, but it depends on your definition and what's going on at that particular time. Is Jeff Bezos successful? He would say yes, but could he have more success? I think he's shooting for it.
What is success if not measured was what I thought about when I read this question. The whole box around the word success is a measurement stick of some sort. So you're measuring yourself, successful or not, against something. Otherwise, who cares about the word success? So I agree with getting up, waking up, doing the Groundhog Day 365 days a year, and somehow measuring success in one of those days, in all of those days. But the measurement, yes, it has to be able to be measured in order to even be defined as success. Otherwise, it's just another day.
Ava, what is more important to you, a successful family or being successful financially?
I think that number one, family is more important than money can ever be, but I do believe that having funds and being financially stable can make life significantly easier in supporting the family that you have.
Does being successful require you to be more independent or team-oriented?
My opinion about being successful is that you have to be more independent than team-oriented, because you have to be able to identify what gives you the desire to make a successful decision to get to the next level of success, which is not a thoughtful or looking outward or team-oriented type decision. It's a focused, independent, where do I want to get to? And will you need a team to get there? Probably. But the question is success measured? What is the question?
Does being successful
I think initially it requires independence, but eventually it always comes down to more than just you.
I would agree with that. I think you have to be independent in your desires and what you want and what you're going after. But, like Courtney said, if you don't have a team around you, you can't achieve that level of success. I mean, unless you're going to go out and I can't even think of a job right now where you wouldn't need a team. But I think the initial is that you need the independent desire to make that happen.
Ava, what time period in history would you want to become successful?
I would want to become successful in the 1920s or 30s, because that's when oil, railroads, and steel became widely popular, and being married to a man that could support me and my family in an oil, railroad or steel business would be most ideal.
Can you have goals even after being considered successful?
Excuse me, you can and you should, because if you don't, what else is there? So I've thought about often, like if I made millions of dollars, what would I do? You can only play so much golf, you can only do so much recreation. There's got to be something pushing you forward. And work is one of those things that, sometimes brutal, kind of pushes you to the next level. So you can have goals. I think the challenge for me, thinking through this as I'm talking, is what would those goals be? So what would I do when I retire if I'm quote unquote successful?
The person that creates, thinks about, and puts into motion their goals, for them to just stop once they're met at any age seems like an oxymoron, seems antithetical to what they truly are as a person. If they've set goals, that's in their natural state of mind to continue to create them. So goal-driven people are usually successful, but seek out success so that the goal is met, then only to repeat phase one, set another goal, accomplish the goal, repeat and repeat. So it seems as though goal-driven people, it would be like, please don't breathe. To ask the question, are goals done after you achieve them? No, they're going to continue on making goals.
Ava, how do you know when you have reached success? When people tell you, or when you have that feeling of accomplishment?
I think that it can go both ways. I am very verbally affirmed by other people, so I like when people tell me that I've done a good job. But sometimes people don't tell you when you have done something good, and if you feel that in yourself, then I believe that is just as successful as some results.